Marcus Webb had 27 days to live. 27 days until the state of Texas would strap him to a gurney and inject poison into his veins for a murder he didn't commit. 27 days to prove his innocence, and he'd already spent 12 years trying. Sarah Chun stood outside cell block H, her hand trembling on the door handle. 3 months ago, she'd buried her husband, Detective James Chun, shot dead during what the department called a routine traffic stop. 2 months ago, she'd applied for a job at Huntsville State Prison not for the paycheck, but for the proximity to the man convicted of killing him. Marcus Webb, cop killer. Sentenced to death. She needed to see him. Needed to look into the eyes of the man who'd destroyed her life and ask him why. The warden warned her against it. Don't get personal with inmates, especially death row. They'll manipulate you, tell you what you want to hear. But Sarah didn't care about protocol. She cared about answers. The door buzzed open. She walked through the sterile corridor, past cells containing the worst of humanity, men who'd killed children, women, entire families. Men who'd earned their death sentences. And then she saw him. Marcus Webb sat on his bunk reading a Bible. He was 37 but looked 50, weathered by a dozen years of concrete and despair. When he looked up, his eyes weren't cold or calculating. They were sad, resigned. "You're new," he said quietly. His voice was gentle, educated, not what Sarah expected from a cop killer. "Officer Chun." She kept her voice professional, though her heart hammered. "I'm on night shift rotation." Something flickered across his face. "Chun, like Detective James Chun." Sarah's hand went to her pepper spray. "You remember his name. I remember everything about that night. How could I forget?" "It's the reason I'm dying in 27 days. Marcus set down his Bible. "You're his wife. I can see it in your eyes. You came here looking for closure. I came here to do my job. No, you came here hoping I'd tell you why I killed your husband. And I can't give you that satisfaction, because I didn't kill him." Marcus stood slowly, hands visible, non-threatening. "I was framed. I've been saying it for 12 years. Nobody listens. They all say that. I know. But in my case, it's true." He moved closer to the bars. "Your husband was a good man, Officer Chun. The night he died, he wasn't pulling me over for a traffic stop. He called me. Said he had evidence that would clear my name in a case I'd been fighting. We arranged to meet at that intersection." Sarah's blood ran cold. "That's a lie. The official report is wrong. James Chun believed I was innocent. He'd found proof, and someone killed him for it, then framed me for his murder to bury the truth forever. Why would I believe you? Because in 27 days I'll be dead. What do I gain from lying? But if you want the truth, really want it, I can tell you where to start looking." Marcus pulled a piece of paper from his Bible. "I've been writing to journalists, lawyers, advocates for years." One responded. "An investigator named Rita Hayes. She found something 3 weeks ago. Something big. Then she disappeared." He slid the paper through the bars. "A name, an address, a phone number. If you want to know what really happened to your husband, start there. But I'll warn you, whoever killed James doesn't want the truth coming out. If you dig into this, you're putting yourself in danger." Sarah took the paper, her mind reeling. Every instinct told her this was manipulation. But something in his voice, in his eyes, planted a seed of doubt. "The evidence that convicted you was ironclad. Your fingerprints on the gun. Your DNA at the scene. Witnesses who placed you there. All planted. All fabricated. I was a public defender, Officer Chun. I represented people the system wanted to forget. I won cases against corrupt cops, exposed evidence tampering, got innocent people freed. I made powerful enemies. Your husband was about to prove it. If that's true, why didn't your lawyers? I was assigned an overworked public defender who barely looked at my case. By the time I could afford a real attorney, the appeals window had closed. I've been fighting with my hands tied ever since." Marcus's voice cracked. "I have a daughter. She was 8 when I was arrested. She's 20 now. She believes her father is a monster. In 27 days, she watched the state kill me, and she think I deserved it." Sarah saw tears in his eyes. "Real grief. Real pain. Why should I help you?" "Because you loved your husband. Because he died trying to do the right thing. Because if I'm innocent, that means his real killer is still out there." Marcus pressed his hand against the bars. "I'm not asking you to save me. I'm asking you to finish what James started. Find the truth. Even if it comes too late for me, at least my daughter will know I wasn't a murderer." Sarah stood there, paper clutched in her hand, her world tilting. She'd spent 3 months consumed by rage, grief, and the certainty that Marcus Webb had stolen her future. Now he was asking her to question everything. I need time to think. Time is the one thing I don't have. Marcus returned to his bunk. But I understand, this isn't easy. Just know that if you do nothing, an innocent man dies in 27 days, and whoever killed your husband gets away with it forever. Sarah left the cell block, her hands shaking. At home that night, she pulled out James's case files, the ones the department had returned to her. She'd been too devastated to look at them before, but now she opened them. And what she found made her blood run cold. James had written notes in the margins of Marcus Webb's original case file. Notes that questioned the evidence. Notes that suggested police misconduct. Notes that ended with, meeting Marcus Webb Tuesday night. He's innocent. I can prove it. The same night he died. Sarah's phone rang. Unknown number. Officer Chun? This is Rita Hayes. I got your number from a mutual acquaintance. We need to meet. Tonight. I have information about your husband's death and Marcus Webb, but we can't talk on the phone. They're listening. Who's listening? The people who killed James, the people who framed Marcus. The people who'll kill you too if you don't stop digging. Rita's voice was urgent. Meet me at the Wayside Diner on Highway 6 in 1 hour. Come alone. And Officer Chun? Don't trust anyone in the department. Not anyone,